of summer, and I hope that you are excited for all of the new energies that are in the air with the summer solstice being right behind us. And it was a beautiful, beautiful full strawberry moon on the summer solstice. It was amazing, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. What we are going to talk about today is buying a house. Now, for our generation, millennials, Gen Z, whatever you are, anybody under the age of 40 is just struggling right now with our housing situations. Now, I don't want to feel like I'm on here bragging about anything. I've been so privileged with all of you amazing supporters and everybody just really resonating and supporting my content. That's just amazing. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much for that. Now, I just wanted to talk about buying a house at our age. It's so much. Just there's so many decisions to make because we're literally changing our entire lives just to buy a house, you know what I mean? So I have been in the past week been in the process of buying a new house. I was not planning on buying a new house anytime soon. However, I redid all of my numbers. I redid all of my savings accounts. I added everything together and I redid my budget, and it turns out that I actually have the capital to buy the home that I can see myself living in for the rest of my life. Now, that's huge at my age. I am so privileged and so happy to be able to do that, and it's literally because of you guys. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about, knowing the right things to do when buying a house. Now, I know a lot of people get stuck on really bad APRs. Now, that is going to ruin your life. If you have a humongous APR on a 30-year loan at the values that houses are valued at right now, they're at an all-time high. Having a high APR is just like you're asking to be paying the bank sometimes millions of dollars. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown of what I was going through this week. So I found this house. It was listed at $800,000. Okay. Perfect house. It's a craftsman house. The man that lived there built the house. It's 40 years old. He built it in the 80s. And it is on 10 acres of farmland that is full of timber, which is like my favorite thing ever. And then there's also a creek that goes along one whole border of the property. So that's just like right there. Like, okay, I want this house, right? So I go through the loan process to get approved. I get my credit checked and everything, and my APR came back as an 8.5. And I would have been taking out a $600,000 loan. $600,000 with an 8.5 APR for 30 years. I would have ended up paying an extra $1.2 million to buy this house. I would have paid $1.2 million just in interest. You guys, that's not okay. So I backed out. I said, I do not want this loan. I do not want to get stuck on that. The house is not worth $1.2 million to me. So I backed out, right? I backed out of the home buying process for just a little bit, took a step back, and guess what happened? They lowered the price of the house by 100 grand, you guys. So the house is now listed at 700 grand. Okay? 700 grand. That's 100 grand off of a 30-year loan. And I got approved for a lower APR this time. So once I saw that they lowered the price, I went back to my loan officer and I said, I want to get approved for a 600 grand loan instead of for a 450 loan instead of a 600 loan. Keep in mind, this is an investment property. I am buying it in an investment loan. It is not a permanent residence, so the interest rates are a little bit higher. So I talked to my loan officer and I ended up getting approved for a 7.1% APR. Somebody's playing music outside. But I got approved for a 7.1% APR on a 450 grand loan. Like, that's like, my loan is almost 200 grand less than what I was already needing. And I'm buying this house contingent on selling this house, but I have 2 months if I get approved and if they accept my offer. So I sent in my offer on Friday. They have until Monday at 5 to respond, and I don't think they have any other offers. Now, I'm super, super excited. I really, really, really hope that I get this house, but I just really want to reiterate to you guys, APR is the most important thing when buying a house, okay? Do not get a loan with a high APR unless that's what you want to do, okay? Now, I know that they didn't teach us any of this crap in school, which is like, why? This is like the most important thing that I've ever done with my life, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But it creates jobs because those real estate agents and the loan officers literally help you do everything. Now, another thing I really want you guys to understand is you do not have to go with the first loan that you get approved for. Go get quoted by other loan companies, okay? They are literally competing against each other to get your loan, okay? So if you go get a quote from this loan officer, you take that pre-approval letter and you give it to more loan officers and you say, put all these numbers into your guys' system and see which APR I can get back from you guys. And then you go with whichever APR is the best, okay? Now, I am very lucky enough to have the capital to be able to buy homes, and that is all because of you guys. Like, I'm legit giving you guys all the credit for that. You guys are amazing. You guys are so supportive, and I would be working a 9 to 5 if I didn't have your guys' support. So, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be great, but do not feel pressured to. I don't care what you do. You do you, boo, okay? But I actually own 2 houses right now, so it is amazing that I can get approved for another loan with having these loans all going on. I've been privileged enough to be able to buy a house. I bought a house in South Dakota in 2021 before the housing market boomed, okay? That was an amazing move on my part. I moved to South Dakota, and now I do not pay state income tax because South Dakota does not have a state income tax. So my permanent residence is in South Dakota. However, all of my career and my job is based in Oregon. So I bought an investment property so that I could rent it out to the roommates that I work with. I rent out my house to the roommates that I work with and that do the same content as me so that they can also, bring in that content permanent residence in South Dakota. I do go back to South Dakota every single year at some point to do either my taxes, to fix up my house, or to do anything that needs to be done on a personal level. But 80% of the time I'm in Oregon doing business, working, and that is like, I don't have to pay sales tax in South Dakota because I'm in Oregon most of the time. It's such a glitch in the matrix. Like, it really, if you guys don't want to pay that much taxes, look into moving to a state that doesn't have an income tax. Like, trust me, it's not. We're all in the United States. Every single state has the same exact culture. I'm so sorry to tell you, but we're all Americans. We all love our fast food. We all love commuting. We all love our cars. We all love our big downtown areas. We all love our farmers markets, you know? Like, we have, no matter where you move, there will always be somewhat of an American neighborly culture somewhere. So if you don't have anything holding you back, get out of your expensive state. If you live in California and you are a single income, you need to get out of California. They are the highest taxes in the entire country, other than like Hawaii, I'm pretty sure, but it's insane. Why are you choosing to live in a crappy state with crappy politics and crappy policies to spend more money? I just don't understand that with Americans. It like doesn't compute in my brain. But that's literally like what you need to do if you want to start gaining a lot of capital. You need to learn how to not give the government your money. That's legit. In the legal way. You need to do it in a legal way. Stop trying to give the government all of your money by thinking that you want to live these luxury lives in California or anything. Literally move to Texas. Like, Texas doesn't have an state income tax. Are you guys aware of that? But mortgages are insane, and Oregon is one of the, like, I think it's like one of the top 10 highest, like, expensive states to live in. And so you have to find loopholes to live here. Like, if you want to move to Oregon, you need to be prepared to pay at least 7% of your income to the state. And then on top of that, another 7% to the federal government. So you're being taxed at about 14% living here at the minimum. Minimum, you guys. And people are like, but the government assistance is amazing. No, it's not. Because everybody's on government assistance here. So there's no money. Like, I was on government assistance food stamps when I was in college, and that, like, it was nothing. It was nothing. They don't give you crap. Also, there's just a lot of people here. You're not going to be able to afford to buy a home in Oregon because people from out of state are coming here to buy houses, and it's super ridiculous. I just got so lucky with this property that I put a offer in because the house is kind of small. It's only like 1,900 square feet, and the layout is kind of wonky. Like, it's not like a continuous layout, so it's a little bit, you know, on the unique side. It's not a cookie cutter, so it doesn't sell really fast. However, the house that I'm living in right now is cookie cutter as hell, so I'm not worried about selling this house in order to buy that other house. I'm pretty sure this house is gonna go so fast. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys kind of an insight on the stresses that I've been dealing with in the past week. There's been so much going on. I was buying a house, and then I wasn't buying a house, and now I'm buying a house again, and I'm gonna find out literally tomorrow if I'm moving to a new house. And I'm so excited to tell you guys the big news if I get it, because you guys are the reason that I'm able to do this. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys sleep well, and I hope that you really enjoyed this little insight on what my life is, what I'm going through in my life right now. Thank you so much. Sleep so good, and have a wonderful